Have you ever wanted to know everything about weight loss surgery? Well, your wish has been granted. Introducing the Bariatric Beauties, hosted by me, Sherry.
And me, Victoria. Tune in now for tons of great content every Wednesday, 7 p.m. London time.
And 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
You won't want to miss a thing. Disclaimer, Victoria and I are not medical professionals. We are just two chicks talking about bariatrics based on our journeys.
Hello!
Hi! Hi,
Hello,
everyone.
and welcome to Motivational Monday.
Love a bit emotional Monday.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Happy Monday.
I should have sorted this out beforehand, but I need my volume up. I said, I'm sorry, I was very unprepared. I didn't have a very good volume.
Oh, you're good. We are good. You know, it's Monday. Sometimes we get off to a rocky start, but that's why we're here, because we're going to give you a little pep talk for the week, and we're going to start the week off to a happy note. Happy note. So, quick recap from last week. We had a challenge last Monday, a water challenge. So now we're going to check in and see how we did. Victoria,
how did you do? You did marvelous because you're doing your 70-day challenge.
I did. I'm doing the 75
hard. Yeah, no, I did find it hard. I will be honest. There was one day that I did go less, so I've got to now do it next week.
Okay, and
that's honesty.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, like
I found it really hard.
Yes, it's a challenge, and you're going to commit to it. You're going to do it for another week.
I am.
But if we're going to think positively, you still probably drank more water this week
than
you have been up until this point. So that's already a step in the right direction, and at least you're motivated to like keep going with it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have no choice. I have to do it next week. I didn't do a day.
You don't have a choice now because because now it's on there. People watching are going to see that you're
I know, it's all live.
It's all live. So we'll check in next Monday and see how you did this week.
Absolutely.
And then on the show last Wednesday, we had Mike on, who was great. And we got to hear all about his story.
And that was so motivational.
And his story is very motivational.
His story is so motivational. Anybody who hasn't seen Mike's story, you must go and listen.
That's right. And he had told us during his show that not only did he have the surgery, but his wife Audrey had the surgery, and they were 6 weeks apart from each other. So we thought, why not have Audrey on the show? Da-da-da-da.
So we have her Wednesday.
So Audrey will be here with us Wednesday, and so we're very excited to share her story with you guys. And then on Friday, we have Feel Good Friday.
We love a bit of Feel Good Friday.
Feel Good Friday. And then just like on last Friday, if you haven't watched, shameless plug, go back and watch it because it was really good. Victoria and I are going to do an NSV live on the air. So we're excited to do that. And then, so Victoria, I think we should get into Motivational Monday today.
I do too. Go on, take it away.
All right. So I didn't want to do a challenge for this week. I kind of wanted to just give you guys like a little pep talk because oftentimes we get so inundated with life and with everything. Today is time for a pep talk. So here is my pep talk today. Are you ready? This goes for you too, Victoria.
Always ready. Always ready. So excited.
You are amazing. You are beautiful. You're handsome. You have value. You deserve happiness, and you deserve to be your best self.
Yes.
That sounds amazing, right?
I love that.
I love it. So just like I was just saying, we are so inundated with everyday life, whether it's kids, work, the constant question daily, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? Financial stresses. And then oftentimes we always take all of these stresses And we use it as an excuse as to why we can't be selfish and take time for ourselves just a little bit every single day. So I know that it's probably cliche, but imagine a glass. And every morning when we wake up, the glass is automatically filled up. Every single morning, it's a new day, your glass is filled up. And every day, we put energy into all these other things, the kids, the work, the stresses. And every time we're putting energy into that, we are emptying our glass a little more each time. So sometimes for some of us, like it's barely noon and our glass is empty. And we're like, I can't function.
By 8 o'clock for me.
Or like 8 o'clock for you. I've had it happen by like 11:30 and I'm like, I can't function today. Like this is just too much for me. So what usually happens? We get flustered, we get stressed, maybe we start eating, we start finding all of these vices. And oftentimes, like with me, then you start making mistakes because you're so flustered. And then now you made mistakes. Now it takes more time in your day to correct the mistakes. And you're constantly trying to play catch up. And every day, the vicious cycle just continues.
It does.
It does. So what we need to
How
be
can
doing,
we get out of it?
How do we? Great question, Victoria. I'm so glad that you asked. We have to refill our glass every single day. If not, we're not going to be able to keep going like this for too much longer. So what does it mean to recharge our glass? And so for some of us, it's all different. Like for some, it might be working out. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's cooking or a hobby that you enjoy. Could be meditation. There's so many different things that we can do for ourselves. And we're all different.
Also something new. So something you haven't done before and, you know, pick it up. So something you want to pick up and you never thought that you would. And then you just sort of go, right, come on, today's the day.
Exactly. So basically, we need to find something every day that can recharge our batteries, that refills our glass. And it's not just to be sane, it's for mental clarity, it's creating balance, and most importantly, it's taking care of our own health. Because if we're not healthy, how the hell are we going to give health or provide health to other people, whether it's emotional health or physical?
I always say that. If I'm not good, I can't give anything to anybody else. So I've got to be good first.
100%. And for so many years, I was one of those people that was often, I guess, like the rational sounding board for friends and family around me. I was like, like you're like their personal therapist. And for years, I would listen to people, you know, venting and talking about their problems and coming up with solutions. And
listen, I was an estate agent. Not only did I hear everybody's like life stories there, I then got home and had friends phone me up and go, so for their like, how do you think and what do you think and what should I do and everything else. So I was literally daily and nighttime going, and then not having time for myself.
Yeah. And then how often afterwards are you mentally exhausted
from
listening to everybody? Drained. Yeah. And so it would get to the point for me sometimes that if my phone rang, I would like, because you just
I didn't answer it in the end.
Well,
I couldn't eat after work. I was just like, do you know what? I can't deal with that. I think I had a couple of days in the end. I just thought, do you know what? I can't deal with it in the minute. You do get days like that.
Yeah. And I wish that there was a time that I would do that more often, but I had like this incestuous need. I had to respond to everybody.
Say yes.
Yeah. But it gets to the point where it affects your own mindset. Like I said, it sucks the life out of you. It completely drains you. You don't have energy for anything else. So, so for me, I was like, well, how do I fix that? So now my goal is to take time every day to do something for myself. So I'll do something that's for me and for me alone. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I was intrigued by doing this 75-day hard challenge, because it's literally forcing you to do these activities every single day for 75 days and like including the workouts and the reading and the water.
And it's for yourself.
And so during that time, I don't talk to people. I'm in my thoughts. If I'm going on my walk, if I'm going to the gym, I listen either to some motivating podcast or something funny. And for those 45-minute workouts, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not thinking about work or other
fantastic.
Yeah, and I
That's how
noticed.
you want it.
Yeah, and I feel like first and foremost, it's to benefit me. It's either to make me feel healthier, look healthier, be healthier. And some people might think of that as selfish, but it is selfish.
No, it's not selfish. No, well,
No,
it's not really. You've got to take that time. And I believe everybody should, whether
I
it be 5
100%.
minutes or an hour or a day. I think
Mhm.
everybody's got to do it. Like 5
Yeah,
minutes in the morning, have a cup of tea before all the kids get up. That's just anything.
yeah, exactly. And so, and like I said, everybody might have a different idea on what's decompressing. Like I know people that decompress by cleaning. That is not me. That
That is not me.
it does not relax me to clean. It actually causes more stress for me. So, but for
But I
some
don't do that
people,
one.
yeah, but for some people, like cleaning like clears their head and they're in a zone and they're doing.
Yeah,
So point being is we all have different things that bring us
vices.
joy
Yeah.
and recharge our battery. The hardest part, I think, is making the time. Because like I said, every day we have, pickups and drop-offs for a lot of parents with kids
Mm,
and work deadlines and tax season and there's all of these things, but there is 24 hours a day. And I've
mm.
even found myself before scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on social media. And before you know it, like on TikTok, if you guys are on TikTok, there's a feature. If you've been on TikTok for too long, there's this ad that pops up that says, maybe you should take a break. And I'm like, how long have I been on here to be told by an app that you're on this
Oh no,
app?
does it? I've never
You're
seen
like,
that. So you
okay,
are.
well, maybe that's a good thing because it means that you're not on it too long. But I've had this happen a couple of times. So point being is that is time that could have been spent reading a book, going for a walk. I'm not saying you have to do a 45
Just
minute walk.
concentrating on yourself rather than, again, you're looking at other people, aren't you? So had you been off it, you would then concentrate on yourself and maybe gone for a bath or gone for a walk or just anything, but you would have done it for yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you're one of those people that if you're a parent and you do everything for your kids and you're at your job and you give it 110% and you're in your relationship and you're doing all of this stuff, why are you not putting the same investment into yourself? If you're willing
That's
to
it.
give your job 100%
Yeah.
of you and you give your kids and your partner and your family 100% of the commitment, put yourself just
Yeah.
as much of a
As
priority.
much
You
on the
are,
high priority.
because if you are not at your best, you're not going to be there for your partner. You're not going to be there for your kids or your job or whatever else is out there. So, the goal for today is to do something for yourself that will make you a better version of yourself for tomorrow. Do something today
I
that's going to
love
put
that
you in
saying.
a good mood and make you better than yesterday. And that's kind of like what I wanted to pop in here today and just kind of talk about is we need to be focusing on ourselves because otherwise we are no good to anybody else.
No. Which is motivational.
Which is motivational. Um so yeah, and so just I hope you guys do that today and we would love to hear back from you. Like I want to see videos and I want to see
Yeah, I
messages. Like what do you
really want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, and I want to
Videos.
send us a message. Like that was kind of creepy. Like, um, because I'm also curious what decompresses you. Like, what do other people like to do for themselves?
Yeah.
Not everybody likes going to the gym. I totally get it. I'm not. I
Mm.
like when I'm done, like afterwards. But the physical
Yeah,
act
the
of doing it,
feeling.
I'm like,
Yeah.
but like I love dancing. Dancing is like my favorite thing in the entire world to do.
Mhm.
I could do that
Mm.
all day, every day. But not everybody wants to be a
I
dancer.
never danced before, right? Apart from at school at 15, they used to do a few routines, but in PE. But after you were saying about the dancing, I thought, oh, I might give it a go. Well, on 13th, which is on Wednesday, there
Yes.
is a class. I might be able to go. I'm not too sure whether I'll be able to go because of work,
Okay.
but I am hoping to. And if not, I will be going to the next one. So I will let you know. I'll give you, but It's exciting, but I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous
I'm so
because
rubbish. I've
yeah,
got
but
no coordination whatsoever. I'll
well,
have to video it because it'll be hilarious.
well, I would love it if you could find a way to video because I'd be dancing right alongside with you. But that's the thing, like people are so afraid to like oh I don't know how to dance. Well, that's when
Yeah,
you
exactly. Yeah, no, do you know what I'm doing? I'm 50 now and I just turned 50 in August. Not just, but I turned 50 in August. And since then I've been like, no, I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to do that. And so I'm tending to that. So when you said about the dancing, I thought, yeah, I've always wanted to dance. I'm gonna do that. And mind you, I wouldn't go skydiving or go in a balloon ride or anything. Or like Ollie wants me to do, as I said to you on Friday, go down the roller coasters. But I will go swimming and dancing. It's on the ground.
I'm okay with the ground. Like
I'm fine with the ground.
I'm not a fan of like zip lining or being somewhere where I could plummet.
But I want to do that. That's on my list, the zip lining and the monkey ropes.
Maybe I'll save the story for another day. But when I was like 18 years old, I was, I'll just tell you. When I was like 18 years old, I was in a gymnastics gym and they had a zip line inside. And so everybody was doing it. Well, I'm already terrified of heights, but it wasn't like being outdoors. It was like a gymnastics team. So they had like the padded springboard. And so they're like, oh, Sherry should do it. And I'm like, no, like I'm good. And they coaxed me enough that I'm like, fine, I'll do it. And I wasn't 300 pounds yet, but I was probably over 250 pounds at the time.
Right.
And I remember sitting, like you sit on this little ledge and you hold on and you're supposed to push yourself off. And nobody explained to me how to do it. So when I pushed off, my arms were still bent. So the minute that you go off the ledge,
no, you did it all wrong.
Your weight comes down and it literally like made my arms like snap and I fell. And I fell. Now, thank God it was in a gymnastics gym. Like I said, it was like the padded springboard. So I landed on my tailbone. I was told that I cleared 3 feet that day on the first bounce because, like I said, it's a gymnastics springboard. So my tailbone lands, and then I bounce, and I'm like, ah. The second
but you never
bounce,
lived that down, did you?
Oh no. The second bounce, I remember hitting my elbow on the floor and my wrist. And it was one of those moments, like my first thought is to laugh. I laughed, everybody laughed. And I'm like, of course, of all people, this is going to happen to Sherry. But all of a sudden I went to get up and I went to put pressure on my hand and I was like, something's wrong.
Oh, you didn't break it?
It turned into excruciating pain.
Oh no, you broke it.
I ended up getting like, I guess it's called a hairline fracture on my funny bone. Of all bones, it was my funny bone, which was hilarious in hindsight. At the moment, not so hilarious. And I chipped my wrist. And so that is my one and only excursion with a zip line of any capacity.
I wonder you don't want to do that one then again.
Yeah,
I get it. I totally get it.
Maybe one day. I don't know. It'd have to
you
be
should
like
do it again just because of that experience. So
if I was to ever do it again, I would make sure the floor is fully padded and I will spend money and just line it with pillows all over the place just in case. Because I would never want that to happen again.
Yes, but, exactly.
Yeah. So on that note, that is our Motivational Monday show for today. Let us know what it is for you that recharges your battery and brings you joy, and do it. Do something today. And we want to hear all about it.
Come and tell us on Friday, because we've got the show on Friday, Feel Good Friday. So come along to that show. Come onto the show if you want to. We can even get you on the videos, on live on it with us, and tell us your Feel Good Friday experiences and your Motivational Monday experiences. That would be wonderful, I should say, or not wonderful, wonderful.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we would love if you would send us videos of your NSVs or your happy moments or whatever you're doing to recharge your battery. And like Victoria said, we'll air it live on Feel Good Fridays and we'll give you a shout out, just like we did for Kristen last week. We gave her a shout
out. Anything. Yeah. We'll give her a shout out.
Yeah, so make sure you stay tuned on Wednesday for our interview with Audrey, and then come back on Friday for Feel Good Friday. And that is your Motivational Monday for today.
Concludes our Motivational Monday.
So thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.